It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Our game tonight features
Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. You take a look at Kansas City. They just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games have been losses.
And right now for Kansas City, this has been a terrible way for them to kick off their year. They have to find a way to get back on track soon before this season gets away from them.
And there was such high hopes for them in the preseason. It's hard to believe how quickly these losses are piling up.
Here's the starting group for Kansas City. Brook Lopez is out there with Parker. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Harris in at the 2 spot. Curry can't get it to go. Minnesota with the ball. And going against Kansas City, their first meeting of the season. Morris with the bucket. The All-Star break is coming up. This has got to be a welcome pause, Doris, for teams that are struggling and still finding their way.
I think a lot of those teams hope that this is an opportunity to regroup, maybe a little time for introspection, what's working, what things have not worked for us. If there's a big problem, we can fix it, and if not, hey, perhaps it's time for change.
Here's McCollum, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Down low, it's deflected. It's stolen by Harris. Up top, Curry, covered by Mitchell. Curry finds Lopez. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Wiggins with the block.
Using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins air-mailing it back.
For Kansas City, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The shot by Curry, no good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Kansas City, their last game, a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate for the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
You could see them trying to find some sort of rhythm on the offensive end, but the more they forced it, the less effective it was.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Morris kicks to Mitchell. And a wide open look for McCollum, and he's good on the 3 ball. McCollum's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. On the wing, DeRozan, covered by Wiggins. DeRozan's shot is off. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Ball's knocked loose. Curry with the steal. Harris against McCollum. Pass to DeRozan. The shot misses. Wiggins with some nice D. McCollum kicks to Wiggins. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. On the wing, Harris over McCollum. And Kansas City misses again.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Tie game in Minnesota. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
They've got McCollum. Morris is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. He can't get that one, and Kansas City will go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Morris with the block.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots, that's pretty.
Timberwolves trail. And Doris, the Wolves, a lot of promise, but how do they deliver?
I think Tom Thibodeau says it best, Kevin. It's the little things. The magic is actually in the work you put in every day. No shortcuts, no easy way out. There's a price to be paid for winning in the NBA.
And here is Harris, following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Curry with the bounce pass. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Neither team wants to give an inch. This is fun. Both teams trying desperately to seize the momentum.
To the paint, here's Nurkic, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Nurkic has got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Wiggins against DeRozan, just 4 to shoot. From 13 feet, it goes down. DeRozan's got 6 here in this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The 3 from McCollum. It's rebounded by Curry.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
From deep three-point range, a rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Kansas City, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And for Jusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
Kansas City shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
A free throw dropped for DeRozan.
It's so funny to hear DeMar DeRozan joke about being an old man in this league. You know, he may not be a young man, but he's got a lot of years left, and he continues to improve. When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And for Coach Billy Donovan, the process of developing NBA players, Doris, has to be different than it was in college.
Oh, no doubt. At the pro level, many guys are making more money than you are. A lot of them have families. They've already grown into themselves. But to me, he still emphasizes the fact that great relationships with your players is important.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Harris against McCollum. It's McCollum on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Minnesota. Curry against Mitchell. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. He dishes it to Nurkic. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. For Kansas City, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside Curry. 11 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 6. And here's Harris from the arc. Doesn't go for him. And so it's DeMar DeRozan. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 14 points and 1 assist. He's been in the midst of some incredible games lately, and tonight he's got it going again. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting? And now with the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, the first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for Kansas City. Steph Curry's out there with Harris. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Parker in at the power forward. Of course, when you look at point guards now, lots of combo skills, but there aren't as many guys with the pass-first mindset maybe that we've seen in the past.
Right, and it's a great point, Kevin, because increasingly you've got to be able to have guys at all 5 positions who are willing to score, or it certainly enhances your ability to win. If you are a pass-first mindset and really put scoring at a secondary level of importance, you've got to do it at such a high level. And I'm talking about guys like Rajon Rondo, Ricky Rubio, Lonzo Ball. All are men who have such a high degree of passing acumen that they can take a step back scoring-wise and still affect winning.
Great examples. McCollum, no good.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Harris's shot is off.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, the leaping ability and wingspan of Andrew Wiggins is helping him dominate above the rim.
Now here's Curry. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Curry. 7 points for Brook Lopez.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
I'll tell you, Greg, his passing has been absolutely outstanding. He is threading the needle right now.
Harris against McCollum. Over Parker. McCollum, no good.
Well, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebounded by McCollum.
You know, despite his struggle shooting, they've been successful tonight. He's just not gotten on track.
Passes it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Banked in off the glass. McCollum's got 14 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Curry with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Curry against Mitchell. Curry's shot is off. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Mitchell against Curry. Mitchell passes to Nurkic. over Harris. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. For Kansas City, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And DeRozan kicks to Curry. And there's the pass to Parker. DeRozan in the corner. And Kansas City misses again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
On the wing, Mitchell. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. "17 seconds left to play here in the third. Harris against McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. For the lead. And that one drops. 16 points for him.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Marcus Morris is out there with Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Mitchell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Lopez. There's Parker with the 3. Drops in the tray. Parker's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Kansas City. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Curry against Mitchell. Right side, DeRozan. Over Mitchell. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports. And you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. Harris on the double team. The tray. McCollum no good. For Kansas City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Kansas City misses again.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And really liking the effort we see here tonight. Neither team giving much ground.
I think, Greg, you've got to love how much effort has been exerted by both teams. What a tight ball game we've got.
Now, here's DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
But Kev, very few players in the NBA get to the line as often as DeMar DeRozan. There's a bit of an edge to his game. He's not at all afraid.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Mitchell passes to Nurkic. Morris dishes to McCollum, and there it is for him. McCollum's got 10 points in just the second half.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
It's Curry with the drive. Inside. To end the cold streak. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Wiggins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead. Kansas City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Curry with it. Now defended by Mitchell. To the inside. Harris lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you he will put it on time and on target.
Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Kansas City. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves on offense. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell. Morris trying to free himself up. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Just terrific determination. First compiling the lead and now building on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think it's very difficult coming back in this instance. They have owned this game. Don't see them coughing up this lead.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out, and they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Now, Wiggins, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 10. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Minnesota with the ball. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Nelson against Frazier. Nelson looking around. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.